guys, welcome back to the Small Music Artist Type Podcast. Yep, here we are again. I'm perfectly fine with that. There was a little break, that was just because with everything with my music, I was also quite busy and also on vacation to Arizona. Yeah, that was it's a little hot over there right now. But my humble abode is, it's very humid. So what was 110 degrees over there felt like 95 degrees where I'm from, just with 100% humidity. Still sucked. But at least when you're in Arizona and you sweat, it actually kind of helps rather than if you're in 100% humidity and it makes it worse. So I'm bringing someone back for this episode because I can. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. I haven't gotten any recommendations for people, and I've kind of been in my own bubble, especially since I've been doing a lot of work, both in music and general work, because, yay, life, adulting, it's fun, not, I like doing this kind of stuff. I like writing the music, and it can be stressful, but I like it. Working's okay. Anyways, so the person I'm bringing back, and if you haven't looked at the thumbnail or the title and you just saw this video and you're like, boop! I am bringing someone back from second episode of season 1, and I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to try to pronounce names. Lena. And it's been quite a while since the second episode, and the second episode I had so many issues. I had issues with audio, I had issues where I had to cut out a lot of it, so I ended up making it really short. I think it's an 8-minute long it's not even a podcast episode at that point. It was just so short, and I just, the guilt is like, just sitting on my shoulder like, you messed that video up. It's not even a podcast. You know that, right? And it's been eating me alive. So, since they have released new music, I was like, oh, perfect time. I gotta do it. Especially since I still love their music, and it's just, their most recent single is Cross the Line, which is amazing. Oh my god. Speechless. The first time I heard it, I was literally speechless. It's definitely an emotional piece. It hits in the feels. There's a Monroe hair on my mic. It's gonna bother me this entire time. It has been bothering me, but now I'm saying something. Back. Focus. So, this new song, it's out on all streaming platforms. All of her music is on all streaming platforms, and since the last episode that she was featured on, that was before the interview, so if you haven't heard any of my very early ones where there wasn't even an interview, that one is cringy, but I've definitely improved. That was when she released her single, Tend to Hide, which is really good as well. I own both of them on Apple Music because I have to, and they're so good. And I still listen to them on Spotify every once in a while instead of just listening to it on Apple Music. The songs are so good, and they don't get old. Yeah, I'm practically speechless on this. So, since the last episode, I found out that they're in a band, which is even cooler, and then I went into a deep dive of all the music from that said band, the Fume. I hope I'm pronouncing all these right. I'm terrible at that. They haven't released music in a little while. I think there might be something coming. I hope there's something coming. That would be awesome. Just because not only is she good, but the band is good, and it's just like amazing. It's like Queen, and then there's like Freddie Mercury. Both are good. Both are good. Good soup. We all love good soup. Oh. There's this one soup. I don't know if you should call it a soup, but when vacation to Germany with family, and I was in what part of Germany? So Ruthenberg, and I was in the Alps for a little bit and all that. There was this one dish that I really liked, and if it was at a restaurant and the restaurant had an English translation, the English translation was German ravioli, but it's not really like ravioli, but it has like this broth and stuff, and it was so good. Oh man, I miss it. I can't recreate it. But that's beside the point. Now I'm hungry, even though I just ate. Let's get on to the interview portion with Lena. Their pronouns are she, her. So if you hear me saying they're, them, I do that with most people. But her pronouns are she, her. Lena, if you want to take it away. I don't know exactly what's going to be happening. We're both filming this on the same day, just separate, I guess. Let's start with the questions. So, number 1 is, considering the topic of your most recent single, Cross the Line, how are you?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me again. I'm really excited for this. I'm doing okay, I think. I'm trying to balance life right now. I have my own flat now and going to university, having a job, and trying to make music. It's a lot, but besides that, I think I'm doing fine. And we crossed the line. Yeah, I mean, it was a heavy release, but it felt good. And like the aftermath of it was it was fun. Like, I got a lot of support, and I was able to open up and work with whatever went on in my life back then. And yeah, I'm doing all right, I think, yeah.
Number 2, not only are you releasing music on your own, you are also in a band, Fume. It's been a while since you guys have released anything via that band. Any new music coming?
Fume, yes, I love that you bring that up. Yeah, it's a little project that I have with a friend of mine. And we have a song finished, like completely. It's produced, it's mixed, it's mastered, it's done. All we have to do is to release it. But yeah, there is something coming up, and this song is so catchy. And it's fun because my friend Tony is singing in German, and I do the chorus in English. So that's kind of fun that we have like 2 languages in there. But yeah, will be coming out at some point.
Number 3, are there any plans for future performances of your music?
Future performances. I mean, yeah, I want to. I'd really like that. I did a little set at the birthday of my friend, and it was so much fun. I was so nervous, but it was so much fun. Just, I don't know, it was the first time I ever really played my own songs in front of people. And I cannot describe that feeling, but like, it was so much fun. Some people knew the lyrics and like sang back to me, and it's always what I wanted, and it was so surreal, and I loved it. I was so nervous though. But yeah, I love that. I think I set myself a little goal and say, this year for sure. Like, I want to stand on stage this year again. Like an actual stage, that'd be so awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that. But I also feel like for that I need to broaden my set, because what I've noticed the last performance, all my songs are rather chill, except for the newer ones, but like the Remedy EP is rather chill. And I had the most fun with performing Tend to Hide, because it's like, it's kind of fast, and like you can move to it and you can dance a little, and like it's so much fun. And I feel like for another live set, I want more songs like that are a little bit more you know, where you can have fun and like move on stage. Like, don't get me wrong, I love playing Remedy, but I guess it always depends on what kind of concert it is. Yeah. But yeah, I wanna be on stage again this year, for sure.
And number 4, many artists will end up regretting something involving a completed work. For example, there's a certain point in my first single that when I listen to it, I'm like, I there's certain like things that I'm like, ooh, I could have done it this way. Has there ever been a line in a song that you ended up taking out that you regret not leaving in, and what was it?
A line I ended up taking out and regretting it. I don't know. The thing is, there used to be a song online, She Has Enough, and I love that song. I like the lyrics, I like the concept of the song, but I took it down. It was the first song where I ever said, okay, I don't want it up there. You can still find it somehow, but it's not on Spotify or anything. And there are days where I regret deleting it. I didn't, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know, like there are days where I regret that because I really like the song. But then again, every time I listened to this song, I was like, that's not the final version. Like I want to work on it again. I want to change it. I want to be 100% behind it again. And I wasn't at that time. But so far I haven't worked on it again. So what I do regret when it comes to lyrics, I always write my songs with my hand in a notebook. I know it's there. I have the physical thing. I cannot lose it. I could, but I won't. And then, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, I wrote a song and I thought, I have my phone with me right now. I'm gonna just write it on my phone, right? I'm just gonna do it like that. Few days later, my phone fell into the bathtub and it's gone. I didn't use iCloud. I didn't use any of that. It's gone. And I love the lyrics so much. And for the sake of, I cannot remember the lyrics and it really, really annoys me. And now I'm kind of, I have the decision of, am I trying to write the same concept, but like with different words because I cannot remember it? Or do I just leave it behind and see if it comes back at some point? But yeah, that's sad. So what I do regret is writing the lyrics down in my phone. Should have done it with the notebook. I always have my notebooks, but yeah, that's something I kind of regret.
Number 5, what instruments can you play and which one is your favorite? You don't have to tell the other instruments. They don't have to know.
Instruments. I mean, in elementary school, I learned to play the recorder, but then again, I feel like everyone did that. Then I played the trombone, actually, like, I don't know, class 6, 6th grade. I'm German, I don't know. But like, yeah, I played the trombone, that was fun. Then I started playing the guitar a little bit. Like, I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. There's not one instrument where I feel like I know everything and I can play it and it's my instrument. And if you want me to play something, I can just go for it. I don't really have that. I have a few instruments where I can play a few chords. Like on the piano, I use my keyboard to produce. Like it's my MIDI keyboard, I guess. So I can kind of play that a little bit. I can play the ukulele. I'd say I can play the ukulele. That's my instrument. But then again, it's like one of the easiest instruments out there. Guitar, really just everything except for barré chords because I just can't do it. I can play the easiest things on the drums. Yeah, I know a few instruments, but absolutely not well enough to say, hey, I know how to play them.
Number 6, you posted some reels singing a song, Pulled the Gun and Aim.
Now I'm the one to blame. I don't play your game. I'm taking up my gun, pointed at your heart, pull the trigger and reload. If this is what love is, I want none of it. Oh, I'm not ready for the pain, never again. That's why I pull the gun and aim.
Was there any plans on releasing this song? Because it sounded really good.
Pull the gun and aim. First of all, thank you for reminding me. Oh man, this song. Yeah. I've posted that reel, and it's actually one of my most successful reels, which should say something to me, but it's actually finished. It is kind of finished. I think I just need a few vocals. But besides that, it's kind of finished. I have played the song in the last set I was talking about, and it was so much fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's just a straight up resistance. It's like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I could publish it. Like I could, but there's something in me that's like, it's not done yet. Again. But then again, it is. I played it live already. Maybe it's one of those songs that I would just play live and won't publish. But then again, no, I like. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I think I have to think about that. It's a fun song. I wrote this at the time I was dating someone, and really quickly I realized, it's not it.
No.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Meh. And then I kind of fell back into that thinking process of, love is not for me. I'm not made for this. And then I kind of felt like I'm the victim again in some weird way. Oh, I don't know if I can swear. Oh no, maybe bleep that out. But yeah, I felt like, And then I thought, okay, let's write a song that turns that around, where I'm the person in control, where I'm like, hey, you say this is love? No, it isn't. And like, I'm the active part, and I'm in control. I can say yes and no and all of that. And then I wrote Pull Again and Aim, and I love it actually. Yeah, okay, maybe I should bring it up. Maybe I should, yeah. Thanks for reminding me, I love that.
Number 7, out of all of your songs, which one is your favorite? Because we always have the favorite child.
My favorite song? I'd say it's initially always the one I'm working on. It's always the next one. The next one is always my favorite. But to actually answer your question, yeah, like I said, Tend to Hide was a lot of fun to play live. It's a really fun song. It's catchy, and I like it, and it gets me going, and yeah. But then again, I think Cross the Line was such a big thing for me. The whole topic, everything about it. Everything that went on in the background, the whole, I don't know, concept, all of it. I think, it's either Cross the Line or Tend to Hide. Can I have them both as my favorite? Yeah. Tend to Hide for playing live, Cross the Line for what it is that it does for me. Yeah.
Number 8, have you ever had any in-person experiences with a fan, and if so, what happened?
Real life experiences with a fan? I don't think so. Not yet. Maybe one day.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
What I do love, however, is every time I get like DMs or messages, and it can be like the simplest things. It can just be someone saying, hey, I just listened to your music. Like, it doesn't even have to be a compliment, but just someone acknowledging what I do and saying, hey, yo, I just took my time and listened to what you have to say. That's always so amazing. It feels so great. It feels so good. It's always awesome. Sometimes I get like messages from friends who are like, hey, I was just in my car and I was listening to your song, and it fills me with joy. I love that so much. I don't know, just a fun experience. I sometimes send my songs into a Discord channel. It's like a massive Discord channel from a fan base from another musician. But yeah, and I always do that when I upload a new song. And I uploaded a new song, and I like Cross the Line, and I send it in there. And then someone said, hey, a couple of years ago, you sent that one song. Have you ever finished it? And I think it was a song from the Remedy EP. And that was so insane to me that someone, first of all, remembered me. That was insane. Second, remembered that that song existed. And it was so crazy to then say, oh yeah, actually, it's on EP now. Like, that was so insane. And that really, I don't know how to explain it. It's such a crazy feeling. Also, it's been years. Yeah, that was awesome. That was a really cool experience. That was online, but still cool.
Going off of that, Tend to Hide ended up being played at a bar you were in, and you posted a reel with it, and it's so cool.
Why do I think I exist? Let's take the wheel and give it.
How did that happen?
True, the Tend to Hide thing in the bar. Yeah, that was fun. I study musicology, and so a bunch of my friends are musicians. And one friend of mine has a band, and they were playing in that bar. And there were many people there, and a lot of friends, and everyone was in there. And I think that friend was allowed to choose what kind of music plays before the gig. And I was just chilling there, you know, everyone was there supporting, and everyone was like a little bit excited. And then Tend to Hide starts playing, and I was shocked. It was so awesome. It was so much fun. And I remember I was looking through the crowd because I wanted to see who's nodding their head, who's actually listening to the music. And it was so cool. Like, a friend of mine immediately took out the phone and was like, oh my God, that's you. Like, that's so awesome. And also really nice thing from my friend, you know, like, it was her gig. And she played my music before. It was awesome. I don't know. It felt really, really cool. Also, it's weird to like hear the song in like a surrounding like that. Like, usually I listen to it on my headphones or on my studio monitors or whatever. But then, I don't know, you had like the chattering of the people and like glasses clinging and everything. And it was awesome. It was really cool. Very, very cool feeling.
Number 10. If you could perform your music in your dream place, whether it be an actual stage or not, where would you play?
My dream place. It's an awesome question. It's a difficult one. I mean, I'd be happy to be just on a stage, just a normal stage. When I listen to my songs, or while I produce my songs, I already have in mind what kind of lighting I want on stage. Where am I going? Am I leaving the stage for that part? All of this. And I am nowhere near to actually do all of that. But I do think about it a lot. I remember with She Is Enough, song that's not out there anymore, there was a part where I scream and then I rap. And at that time, I was like, okay. And then when I scream, there's going to be like this, what are those thingies called? I don't know. Those thingies that go, you know what I mean? I don't know. Phases? No. I don't know what they're called. I'm German. I don't care. But yeah, I was like, this is happening. And then the light goes like red. And then I stand there, all of that. So I guess that is my dream place. An environment where I can be like, I want this light and I want this to happen, and in the background I want that in that picture, like all of that. That's kind of my dream place to perform. Just an environment where I can decide. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Yeah, it's my dream place.
Number 11. The song covers for your music always end up looking amazing. How do those amazing covers end up becoming what they are on all like the streaming platforms?
First of all, thank you for the compliment. I started modeling when I was 15 or 16. I think I was 16. And due to that, I worked with a lot of photographers, and I still do today. And for some covers, it was actually, I was just doing a shooting with the photographer for them. And then there was like that one shot where I was like, oh my God, that's completely fitting into the vibe that I want to convey. For example, the Tend to Hide cover, the one where I'm in the mirror. I worked with a photographer, her name is Claire, and yeah, we did the shooting, and I was at home, and I was sent the pictures, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, that's it. That's the one. That's the one I want on the cover. So I asked her if I can use it, and so on and so forth. And that's basically most of the times we crossed the line as well. I was doing a shooting with someone, and I don't know, I climbed up that thing, and I was like hanging there like this, and it was all fun and games, right? And then I was at home, and I saw the picture, and I was like, that's it. It's exactly conveying, like, in this case, the vulnerability that I was in, you know, like showing my whole body and like hanging like this, and like then the innocence with the white, and then up there, I don't know, everything just I was actually taking a bath. I remember that. I was taking a bath, had my phone in my hand. Don't do that. You might lose your lyrics. But I was in the bathtub, and I saw the picture, and I was like, cross the line. That's it. So that's usually how it goes. Who knows how it is with the next one? We will see. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why my cover art is the cover art that I have.
And lastly, what one thing would you like to say to the small amount of people who listen to this podcast and even stay this long?
Well, thank you very, very much for listening. Thank you very much for taking your time. Thank you, Elle, for having me. That's so awesome. I'm really excited for the future and what's there to come. Hey, I'm gonna quote Harry Styles and say, treat people with kindness, right? And then I'm gonna quote myself and say, keep on creating, keep on dreaming. It's tough, but it's worth it. And when I feel like I have touched just one person, then it's all been worth it for me. And if that person is you and you say, hey, I resonate in any kind of way, then it's all been worth it for me. And I mean it, I really mean it. It's all that I want. I just want to connect to people through music. I want to show that we're not alone in what we go through. And at the end of the day, I just want to have fun with what I do, and I want to take that fun and give that to other people. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much. And yeah.
All right, thank you, Lena, for this amazing opportunity. I guess for the part 2 of this. And she is amazing and so sweet, and writes amazing music and does every aspect of it too, which is even cooler, and it's really cool. You should go and check out her latest single, Crossed a Line, because it might be my favorite, but then I'd feel bad for all the other songs that I absolutely love, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I really like this one, but I like these songs too, I'm sorry. And they're all good, but it's definitely, it's like when a little kid gets like a new toy. They love all their toys, but it's the new one, and it's good. Yeah, so Cross the Line is amazing. It's definitely a song that many people can relate to. And I wish Lena all the best of luck with all the music, because I feel like I need to say that to every musician at this point, with how the world is. Especially when their music is so good. Like Nadia and Azalea, and obviously Lena's is so super good. And the choruses for those songs, oh man. And you like aggressively bobbing or like headbanging to the music, and you're just like, yeah! It's not rock music, but you still are headbanging because it's so good. Alright, I'll stop with all the compliments, I guess, because they're kind of repeating themselves. I do that a lot. wonder how much of this I'm gonna have to edit out. I really don't want this to be a short episode. Everyone make good choices. If you have any people that you would like to recommend, and I'll even take personal recommendations to a certain point. Not a guarantee, but I definitely will consider. These episodes aren't going to be posted every month like they used to be. There'll be some times where I'm not able to. If not, that means music might be coming soon because I have to choose either one or the other. Speaking of which, I do have a new song out, but I definitely think you should listen to Lena's first because it's awesome. And I think it is in the same, I have a playlist on Spotify, which includes my song and includes a bunch of other people from this podcast, including Lena's music. And I believe the most recent single is also on there. So if you want to go and support all the people on this podcast while also listening to that new song, you can go and head over to Spotify, and that's where that playlist is, and then you can listen to all of us. Because support everyone, right? Yeah. So the Death of the White Rabbit. Dang, I am dark. It has Crossed the Line on there, so you can go and listen to it on that playlist. And all the other amazing playlists that exist with Lena's music. I'm sure there are several. I'm hoping. All right. Make good choices, everybody. Like the video. And comment down below what your thoughts are, because I always like taking critique. If it's actually critique, I will take it, and feedback is awesome. That's why this podcast has been able to improve. So, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next episode. Bye!